This is my home. I'm in Amber Court. I'm Nina Gibans. Life in isolation, digging deep. A lifetime spent cultivating wonderful things like art and poetry and literature and music and a multitude of family and friends not only gives us a lifetime of ever-deepening joy, but also prepares us for the times like these when we have to rely on significant measure on our own resources and the passions we have deepened over the years. That's from a note from a friend. There may have been many articles and commentaries over the 7 months about Judson and other medical life within our type facilities, more than about other aspects of the world surrounding the virus. Recent headlines blasted the epidemic of loneliness. It was Paul Mead, my friend and yours, who comes to Judson. He owns Oscar, the aging golden lab, who's been itching to get back to his weekly therapy service dog visits, who suggested that I dig into my raft of written work and read some of it to everybody. Oscar misses his special dog biscuits because he isn't allowed to come to Judson, so I virtually chat with the two of them weekly. No one knows, out of these discussions and the determination of the three of us on Amber Court to reread Ulysses, that I found out that Paul is a Dublin Irish transplant, and his great-great-grandfather was one of the editors of Ulysses. My world is just like that, made of happenstances. The happenstance in any given day comes by email, Zoom, yes, telephone, computer, and lots of conversation with friends, aides, and mostly myself. Amber Court residents have not been off this floor since March. If you haven't missed us, you should have. We missed you. Even our families have had to make 20-minute appointments to see us on the patio. We are in charge of the good weather, so it worked out well this summer since it's been a lovely, sunny summer. Many of us have our jobs. Keeping up with the news, a dismal and difficult affair these days, but it does give us a lot to talk about for some part of the day. Keeping the lovely patio flourishing with healthy plantings, working with Kathy Bryan, the art savior, and enjoying well-selected movies and games, much as we always have. For me, digging has been very therapeutic. Seriously, the self-created contact with the outer world and telling of our own stories to interested others here keeps us not depressed, at arm's length from depression, literally. Memory is a rich resource. The stories never end. So, I've been writing every day for most of the past 3 years. That's different from when my life of writing, when I was managing another life at schools, with children, my husband Jim, and the community. This is me at the computer, several hours a day, me urging myself to think, urgent with things that I have to say, me with self-assignments. In my lifetime, I've written hundreds of poems. I'm sharing one of them today because Paul and Oscar asked me to. The work that I've been doing while I've been here during this time. I'm supported by a raft of wonderful friends who remind me that this is okay. My need, allaying loneliness and depression, is to write, read, and listen. That's the life of today in isolation. Memory is our richest resource. Yours, you own yours, and are the only one that can share it. So this is a poem, and if this is a successful thing to do and to read with you or share ideas, I'll do more, but this is about pain. There is no pain in peonies, roses, dahlias, gardenias, powerful gems of nature, gardens of our souls. Their colors, shapes, smells live within our bloodstream, shunting vulgarities. There is no pain in melodies, maneuvering their way, sliding slow movements, jumping with jazz beats, marching straight to our hearts, barreling rhythms into our joints, moving our knees full bend. There is no pain in the perfect discourse, dribbling through phrases, exploding ideas, finding the ears for listening, the brains for thinking, causing excitement, blending and bending minds into action, positive, persuasive, pensive, poised, patient, passionate. There is no pain in humanity, human struggle for spirit, liveliness, life, energy, self-possession, looking into one's possible nature, looking into each other's eyes, each other's faults, each other's blemishes, one's own blemishes, with compassion, grace, dignity, love. Pain reflects the sadder notes, the wars and battles of self, the molten medium of our worst minds and bodies, the greater disasters of other people's mistakes and misdoings, misfortunes of place and attitude and choice. The sands of time, like beaches of hope, perform those miracles of mind, hourly shifts of mood and moorings that steady our boat. Here is where I live. Talk to me and call on the telephone. You have the directory.